want to take the front and pace us? I'll let you know how fast you're going every once in a while. It's about 150 watts, 18 miles an hour. I wish I lived closer to this trail. Like I could ride over here. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I like living here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm close to that Altoona trail still. And I get to Des Moines via trail.
Yeah. The east side does seem like it lacks a little bit of bike presence.
Yeah, I have to go all the way up to, if I want to get on that one trail we like, I have to go up to Ankeny and over down, I think.
Yeah.
Or I could just ride through town for a few minutes and get over to Principal. Leading the tour to France. First time ever. Yeah.
Back here chilling, drafting everybody.
Yeah, if you didn't know, we work 20% less, essentially, riding behind you.
Oh, really?
It's probably less when it's 3 people, but in a big peloton, it's about 20%. You can just drift. That's actually how I keep up with Joe at the top of my game, is just drift his wheel. On your left, Chansu. Yeah.
She ran into walking.
Oh, sure.
And went to the bathroom and then kept running north.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is she running?
I don't know. I would probably run along the roads if it was me. Like the Milwaukee Trail that goes more north Des Moines, east.
I've been running on the bike trail.
Yeah.
There's a nice 1.5 mile section.
Yeah.
So I run that in the back.
I missed the track in Oski. I just like 2-minute drive to a track. Just 2 best friends riding bikes side by side. Yeah, it's because you're on the, you want to go to the big range. Ooh. Yeah, keep going. There you go.
And then shift up on the
Keep that. There you go. Now go.
Yeah, a couple more on the right hand
There you go. It takes a bit to get used to. The little ring on the front is the easy. Pixie? Yeah, it's a little complicated. You get used to it. It becomes second nature. Oh dang, got a dog out. Doggo going for a ride. Good at is if you think you're going to have to stop, you want to shift down to an easier gear so you can start up again easy. It'll take you a few hundred stopping in the highest gear to remember that one. Yeah. You're trying to get out into traffic. I'll be fine.
Smells like Ray's house.
Get some tunes next time. Yeah, there's a little speaker. Kyle has one. I used to, but mine sucked. Yeah. Sometimes I'll ride with one in or group ride. It's hard to hear. I kind of like the sounds of the bikes. When Kyle DJs, he plays like nothing but old 90s rap, like Sir Mix-a-Lot and MC Hammer and stuff. It's pretty extra. I was telling him about your mix.
Yeah. So Brooke actually got a subscription to like Amazon Music or something.
Okay.
So I have access to like any song.
Is iTunes any worse than?
I don't do anything in the app.
Okay. What were you doing before? You were just downloading?
No, I had Pandora.
Oh.
Where
Okay.
you could actually pick songs.
Oh, you do. Yeah.
You like seed it with
Yep.
stuff.
Okay.
And that was like the station that I'd seen it
Sure.
stuff with.
Okay.
But it was never meant to do like, 4 hours worth of music. So
Yeah.
it like wanders off into weird territory after a while.
Yeah.
Conducting headphones on right now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I am actually listening to 80s hip hop.
Nice. Joe?
Weird running streak thing.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Joe. Giving a message in the camera.
Oh.
Because he clearly watches every video I post.
Yeah. I mean, you've got like what? 2?
Yep, all 2. Yeah. Those pedals are just going to fall off.
Seriously, if you want it to be easier, go tuck yourself up right behind Jesse's ass.
Yeah.
It is easier.
It is easier.
By far.
Know that I won't slam on the brakes.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's gonna.
Almost any reason. I'm just, if an animal comes out, I'm going to try to dodge, not slam on the brakes. Most of the time, my hands aren't even near the brakes.
Yeah, I can ride up here next to Jesse and you can tuck in between it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can ride the edge. You get really comfortable with it after a while. I don't know if I'd put my tire between us, but you just need to be like,
I think I was just getting.
yeah, you want to stay close. It helps. It's like all that wind you feel, the person in front takes all that. Done 5.5 miles.
Yeah.
You tired?
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, most of these places have a little town in between. You can get a Casey's if you need a poop or whatever. Yeah, that means you're leaning too far forward.
Yep.
So you gotta like.
So, it could be 2 things. Either the bike doesn't fit you perfectly, which is probably accurate.
Yeah.
And also, you gotta support yourself with your core to take weight off of your hands.
On your left. wants. I could lower the seat if you want.
Yeah. This has got multiple. We can lower the seat if you want to. But it's supposed to be about level or slightly above your handlebars.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Trust me, when I started riding bikes, people started telling me things like this. I thought that, yeah, I was like, this is not true. Now that I ride bikes, I'm like, yeah.
Car. Jeep.
What? Oh, this is Minbird.
When it rains, they have a truck that comes out and vacuum dries it.
They've got like it in Milwaukee and stuff, yeah, like so they got this truck with these giant fans on the back, like pointed down at the ground. They drive along the trail and like blow the water off and blow dry it. This is the only place I've seen them do it in Milwaukee
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. Not far out, they do. I hate this intersection.
But yeah. The other thing is
I like riding on the edges. Like on the just the edge of my hand. I let the rest of it free float. Bike! Bike coming through! You got what I need.
oh wait, shit. This isn't Midburn. This is
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I have no idea. I like how they put the rocks on the side, so if you go off the trail, you're fucking dead.
That's from the railroad.
Yeah.
I don't think they put it there.
Yeah, I think they could have easily scooped it off.
Yeah.
so much time travel.
Like, let's
Yeah.
just do time travel all the time.
It's like that dark show.
Oh yeah.
The first season I started watching it. I knew it was about time travel.
Everyone tells me it's really good. I watched the first 2 episodes. I'm just like, We're revealed that it was time travel by like the second or third episode. I'm like,
Brooke and I watched it. When Brooke stopped watching it, she didn't finish it. I did, but I'm kind of sad that I wasted my time.
I want my life back.
The first season, I was super hooked and I thought it was really good. But only because trying to put the puzzle together. It wasn't the content of the show was great.
yeah.
It was the time travel puzzle. They were going forwards and backwards and jumping around. Yeah, I was like, oh wait, so does that mean this? Or that? That was the fun part.
I like shit. It's got the F Society in it. It's like Rami Malek's series.
Oh,
He did the Showtime.
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot was like a lot of fun.
My Robot?
The first couple of seasons.
I Robot.
It's like really like fucking happening. I couldn't get into it.
I thought I heard a review. It's just Rami Malek looking sad in different places.
That does it for me. I'm in.
He was a good Freddie Mercury.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's really good.
I don't know.
I would say that Brooke and I maybe don't like much Space Media.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I watch, I can't watch anything.
I'm like tired of like documentaries, like animal documentaries. God damn it, I've seen lemurs. Like,
I don't know, we watched Spider-Man, Marvel, we thought it was awful. We watched Zombieland Double Tap.
That was really
We
awful.
thought it was awful. The first one was good.
First one was good. The second one was awful.
Yeah. Double Tap, ridiculously bad. There's no redeeming qualities.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Season 7. Have you read the books? You love the books. As long as you know that you're never going to get to finish it, because R. Martin's going to die before he finishes it. Yep. He's had to do Winds of Winter for like 8 years or something. Okay, 13 years. He said the other day, this was actually like a year ago, he said that if he didn't have it done by like a week ago, we could put him in jail. And that
Really?
time came and went,
That's hilarious.
so we're looking to put him in jail now.
Did he take that long on the other one? Like,
No.
they started this in like the 80s, right?
Yeah, he was pretty consistent with the others.
Well,
This one's
it
the
is-
worst.
It is like the finale of like
It is,
one of the greatest books.
but he says he's already got the whole thing done in his head.
Oh,
He just has to type it.
He's literally just like, I'm too lazy.
He is. He's a lazy asshole. It's really because he wasn't famous until the show,
Of course, yeah.
and now he's like got all these opportunities to do shit. Like
He's like, alright, I'll go on this one.
he's like co-writing shows
Yeah.
and like, so he's just really.
Yeah, I wanted to see his other series,
Yep.
like based on his like
Yep.
Joker's Wild or something.
Yeah.
It's also a superhero series.
I feel bad for him. He got famous like in his 70s or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I like it sucked to be like whatever struggling artist for like
Yeah.
60 years.
And then all of a sudden your series is the best show ever
And
made.
then you're like 5 steps away from a heart attack.
Yeah. gear there.
Yeah.
I don't know how long I could have stayed with him. He was doing about 25 miles an hour.
Gotta say those laying down bikes. They're looking pretty good.
It never looked interesting to me. My friend bought one and returned it within like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that what they are? Coming up on 12 miles.
Turned around and fucking
Yeah,
city.
about ready to murder us.
Bike game,
Road rash.
Road rash, yeah.
Yep. Instinctively, you would have tried to hit us with that thing if it came down to it. Now we're far enough where we don't see people.
Yeah. Well, it kind of looks like we're getting on another speed.
Yeah, we are. The majority of the trail usually comes from one. I mean, these towns only have like, yeah, I mean, they're not that big.
The world is changing so fast, especially because of COVID.
Yeah.
It's just insane. People just have no idea.
What's funny is the people that are really resistant to change, you know, those die-hard, usually Republican, don't take my freedoms.
Yeah.
This thing's gonna kill all those people off.
Yeah.
So this is not, it is.
Yeah.
Mr. Herman, you don't have to wear masks if this rally came.
Brutal. Did he die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like one of Trump's biggest, like, you know, confidants or whatever.
That's brutal, man.
Dude's in the grass. He had a butthole moment. He kicked it up to third gear there. You're getting fast.
Yeah.
You're doing like 25 miles an hour with ease. Jelly. Haven't been there in a while.
That guy was like warped.
Yeah. It was like, rah, rah.
Floyd music. It's like.
He's like, I like it like that. Probably tripping on acid.
Yeah, but he's not doing it like the game that much. He's just trying to maintain it.
Yeah.
He's not powerlifting anymore. He started having a lot of issues like joint problems, muscle spasms, nerve damage, shit like that.
Is this woman still lifting?
Rear-ended actually
Oh,
in
yeah.
that race. It fucking fucked her back up. She was having like memory problems for a while. It was brutal. And so like her spine's all fucked up. So she's having to lift.
She was a little too muscular. I'm not. I think that is. She was very jacked. That makes my dick go inside of me and hides. Yeah. It's like bench press me as I'm doing it. I guess saves on roids. Yeah, share.
Try to stay over here.
It's a sound distortion. Yeah.
I thought it was actually more.
Not perfect. Mr. Master's degree over here. Get on his level. I don't know. 1 hour in. What? Yeah, it's 9:50. It's been going for 1 hour. Left at 8:50. 70 miles. Yeah, 37. Woo! See how long you can keep going. Yeah. I can get 35 miles going straight downhill.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm tucked real tight in. Tour de France guys can do that on the flat. Those dudes do 70 miles an hour downhill.
Yeah.
Like on mountains and shit. I'd rather be in, I don't know. Yeah, probably more controlling with it. Oh yeah. Sand's the worst. I try to stay off the road as all possible. I have to cross university to get onto the trail, which sucks.
My sister and my brother-in-law and my nephew and Bar and I all went up to the Green Valley in Reston. We were going on bicycles. Okay. We were going down this hill, around this corner, and like my sister dropped her cell phone or some shit.
Yeah.
And he was behind her, and so he tried to dodge it. He went fucking Supermaning into the ditch. Like,
Oh.
literally, like, we were flying. I don't know how fast we were. Like, he was like flying on his tires.
Wow, that's crazy.
I didn't see it, but Holden did and my sister did. And Holden was just like, oh my god. And we were like flying.
You can definitely die on a bicycle, there's no doubt. There's Tour de France guys that have died being hit by cars and shit. Going over the ledges. Dog will hunt.
I did the 72 miles. I don't know, I think it took me like 4 hours.
We're good.
Total.
Do you remember what your average mile per hour was?
It was like 14. There was some time where I stopped at a couple of Casey's to go for water and eat some sweet guys.
Had to get off your bike on the bridges.
Yeah, that actually was something fun.
Your body needs energy as you're riding. Like you don't have enough stored up to go 4 hours, really. Like you can, you're just gonna be terrible. That's why on the Tour de France, you see those dudes just powering through food as they're riding.
Yeah. We got a big carb load like crazy.
Do you know how much those guys ride in the Tour de France?
Is it like 500 miles or some shit?
What, total?
1,000 miles? 10,000 miles?
They do, let's see, they do about 100 to 120 miles a day for 21 days straight. Well, there's 2 days off, so it's 23 days, about 1,000 miles, or 100 miles a day.
Yeah.
They ride for about 7 hours or 6 hours or something like that. I don't know. And then the amount of wattage they put out, they average, I think over the whole ride, they average about 300 or so. In the last hour, they'll average like 400 watts, which is absurd.
I can't get that high.
I can do it for like a minute, maybe not even a minute, like 30 seconds. And that's on my Peloton. I watched an Olympic track cyclist toast a piece of toast on his bike. You have to average 700 watts for like 3 minutes. This dude was jacked. He was huge. Those track cyclists are massive. They're like Bill Bowen riding a bike.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what like high intensity interval training does.
Yeah. I like power zone training. That's like what is good for this. It's like endurance riding. So there's like 7 zones. Right now I'm in zone 1 to 2. You train through different zones to go for sprinting and whatnots.
I got dryness in my head now.
What line?
Rex was texting out of New Orleans. Like what? Texting out of New Orleans, yeah. He traveled counter.
Long game reverse.
Grabbed by the Kiwis.
So we're all yeah. Like my computer syncs to my phone, and so every time I go out, it emails via a link, and it shows where I'm at.
Nice.
So if you like get hurt or something,
Yeah.
she knows right where to find me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or she knows like she doesn't have to call me, and be like, when are you gonna be home? Because she can see where I'm at.
Yeah. I was using Facebook locator with Mara.
Oh, yeah?
Shit.
Sure. Yeah, if you put, you can download Strava to your phone, and I think you can like turn on a workout. It'll track where you go, and like,
Nice.
it doesn't really track much because it's on your phone.
That's what I use. That's Strava running.
Yeah.
And then my little shitty 15-year-old computer. I don't really
don't care. This is a much cheaper sport.
Yeah, it's cheap for sure.
If you like that stuff, Joe and I can tell you, it can get pricey.
Well, I mean, how much more expensive can it be if you, all you're doing is tracking your
Well,
power meters, computers, heart
what
rate
is the
monitor.
computer?
my computer was about $250. I've had it for like 5 years and it's been really good.
So when you're saying computer, you're talking about that little thing attached to the
Yep.
front, right?
So Jesse's pedals on his bike measure how much force he puts down.
Holy shit.
That bike does too. It just, there's no computer on it.
So that you can tell, you know, how much force. That's how he can tell how many watts he's generating.
That's a bit of overkill. Watts is you definitely don't need watts. I like it, but it's kind of the standard measurement.
So yeah, you can easily spend $2,000 on electronics just to monitor your writing.
Yeah. Most bikes though, you get like a little sensor, like that reads your, like how fast you're pedaling, your cadence, and your speed. That's 99% of people. That's more than enough. So like Kyle's setup, he's got one of those sensors. It's like $60, and then like a $60 computer, and he can see how fast he's going, how fast he's spinning his, you know,
Yeah.
his RPM. That's, and then you can, based on those, you can get estimated watts, which is fine.
The computer I have lets me know how far I've gone and how fast I go.
Oh, it doesn't, you don't have a,
I don't have a cadence.
oh shit. Do you not have speed either?
I have speed. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I mean, that would be just a measure.
Well, no, not necessarily. Over time. But like if you want to see how fast you're going at this second.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a sensor on my front wheel.
That's true.
That's it.
Okay. That's surprising.
I don't have the duo trap that
Oh,
does the cadence.
got it, okay.
Because my computer wouldn't.
Ah, got it.
And I went down the rabbit hole of buying a new computer, and it was gonna. That rabbit hole was like, oh yeah, you can get one, you know, and it would be.
That's kind of sneaky because
$60, but then maybe you could get one that's way nicer, had fans,
Yeah.
$100. That's I was just like, fuck it, I don't want it.
this should just be like. I mean, I don't know how they're doing it, but like, I think you could just hook up to your phone.
You can.
Those apps that do
Yeah.
that, some of them do.
I could run an app on my phone. There's a little plug-in device you can get that will allow you to read ANT Plus, ANT Plus. That will talk to all the components.
So
That's a big one.
that's
Windy ass day. work getting slow, or you know, staying steady?
Yeah, we're ridiculously busy.
Oh yeah.
We're moving. Principal has decided they don't want to own their own physical data center buildings anymore.
Don't blame me.
So we're working on finding a colo.
Yep.
That, you know, we can rent space in and
Yep.
set up our data center in it.
Shit. When you say rent, you almost need a whole company to do just you guys.
Yeah. So I think they are actually looking at building like a new big building, and we'll be like the anchor tenant,
Yeah. Yep.
and then they'll lease, you know, smaller cages off to other folks.
Yep.
So anyways, the network team, like, none of these moves are going to happen quick.
Yeah.
So they've tasked the network team with setting up fiber trunks between the two data centers and interconnecting them so that they, from a network perspective, they look like the same place.
Yep. How far apart are they?
We haven't actually signed a deal on a building yet,
Oh, okay.
but there's only like 2 players in the building.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the place we're going to be is going to be McKinney. Or sorry, no, Altoona.
Okay. It's not. Is the Facebook data center? Is that a?
I don't think it's in there, but it's like
Yeah.
in that area. There's
Yeah.
like-
I know they.
I think Facebook and Microsoft
Yep.
both have a building up there.
Yep.
And then there's also a colo
Yep.
built up there too.
I know they had wanted to build like a little park
Yep.
of data centers.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure we'll be moving into there. So our current data center is in Johnston. So we're going to lay fiber between our campus to the new data center and from Johnston to the new data center,
Yeah.
and to make it look like all of the networks
Yeah. One.
are one, so that they can move stuff over the course of like a year or so. Like all of our hardware on the campus is at end of life,
Oh, sure.
so I've been working on refreshing all the switches,
Yep.
all the closet switches, and the
You guys are Cisco, right?
yeah. For the most part. We have some other stuff, but for the most part, it's all Cisco.
Yeah. We just put Aruba wireless in. Seems kind of cool. I don't know.
We're
I don't
doing
know.
Meraki.
Yep.
And our smaller site is doing Meraki, which is still Cisco.
Yeah. It's a whole different system though. Like.
It is. Yeah. We looked at Aruba. It didn't seem to us anyways like they were ready for
Yeah. Big.
a worldwide business of our scale.
I can believe that.
Not that they had a bad product, it just
Yeah.
didn't seem like they were.
Their scalability isn't Cisco's.
Yeah.
But for tiny Pella, Iowa, it's fantastic.
Yeah. We've got some Arista switches, and we've got other vendors that do, like we use F5 for our load balancers,
Yep.
and Checkpoint for all of our firewall. legacy stuff
Sure.
in the Colo.
Yep.
So we've got to seed hardware, build the new Colo, get fiber between them, get off of legacy,
Big project.
refresh campus.
You definitely picked an interesting time to go to the network team.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's actually been great. I love the dynamicness of it.
Yeah.
Wait, did you switch to networking?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's not carrying the whole company now.
No, not.
He's just a cog
Oh
in
my
the
god,
machine.
that space has gone to shit. Oh my god.
Hey, you just.
I left and like there was one other person in the area that, yeah, and he left too.
Oh, that's game over.
So they have this thing they call the golden handcuffs. They give you stock options
Golden
that,
handcuffs, I
that,
like it.
that mature
Yeah.
over the course of time.
They keep you in that position.
But you can't switch jobs, otherwise you lose them.
So you lost them.
No, they did that to me a while back, and I finished out my 3-year term.
Oh, it's
Got
gonna be
it.
like short term.
They gave them, and he left. Anyways,
That's
so they probably gave him like 10 grand worth of stock or something like that. And he said that he'd had enough and left and forgot, like
Yeah.
gave that benefit up.
Yep.
The place had just gone to utter shit. They still have shit that breaks, and I still have to fix it.
Wow.
They should fucking give you like some badass bonus for going in and fixing it.
They offered him anything he wanted.
They basically did.
And you're like, nope.
They literally said, "What will it take to keep you here? Write a check." Essentially what I told him was like that's not like there's nothing that's gonna make me want to stay there long term.
Yeah.
And
Like
all
even like $1 million.
all holding you hostage with money is gonna like make a bad relationship. Exactly. For everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's not healthy for you, it's not healthy for me. It's like I'm not in like I need to move on.
Yep.
Like while I would love extra more money, it's just at this point in time it's not about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What they should have done for you is said, okay, we're going to headhunt leadership for you and help you. We're going to work with that said leadership to build a new team, and we'll transition everything eventually to the new team, and we'll have a healthy working department
Yeah.
because it's all leadership. Like if you had a good leader above you, you'd be like,
Or just
he's
be
got
a
it.
leader.
No.
I didn't, they offered that to me. I didn't want it. I turned them down.
Technical folks like us don't want to be
We
leadership.
don't want to deal with fucking people whining
Yeah.
about.
But we probably wouldn't make good leaders. Like
Yeah.
I can get that.
they need to empower us.
Bureaucracy and like fucking
Yeah.
dealing with people like that.
So, yeah, I told them tons of times, like, we need to hire new people. We need to get new, fresh talent in here, people who actually want to work. Because, like, 90% of the people that were there were, like, 55 plus. You know, they were, like, all ready for retirement. They were all just coasting until they could retire. Nobody wanted to do anything new. Nobody wanted to excel at anything. They didn't have any reason to
At that
like,
age,
work.
you're like, yep. I'm the same.
It doesn't make
daunting.
When you start actually looking at what it does and how it scales, it's very difficult to set up a distributed environment that can scale like it does.
Windows doesn't scale like that.
No. So, like an Intel processor, like the gigahertz on it, right? That tells you the frequency at which it operates. How many times can it open and shut a logic gate inside of it? The COS processors are measured by how many millions of instructions they can complete in a second. So it's not how many logic gates can I open and close, it's how many complete instructions can I push. So it's just a scalability thing that when the other technologies just scale out quite enough. IBM makes their own hardware. I'm sure they'll get off of it eventually. But like the other part of it is that they guarantee backwards compatibility. Without even having to compile it. So we have COBOL code that probably was written.
How do they do that? How do you guarantee backwards compatibility?
Keep building on top of itself.
Yeah, so you can actually run COS splits its memory into different addressability ranges. So it has an 8-bit memory bank, 16-bit memory bank. So you know how Windows runs at 64-bit, and everything runs at 64-bit. And they've got some shit to try to make other stuff compatible with it, but it doesn't have a COS is running everything addressability at the same time. So when you wrote your code, it compiled it, and it's expecting one.
When you switch from that kind of mainframe environment to a more traditional like server-based environment, you have to hire shitloads of people like me.
Yeah.
On top of the shitloads of people like Kyle. So like your staffing goes through the roof.
The thing is, like on top of that, so that being able to run code like that is a bonus and a curse. Because you have COBOL that's been sitting around for 20 years, and nobody even knows it's working.
No one knows what it does.
Nobody's looked at the code for it in 20 years.
Yeah, that's how, like, you know, there was
audio.
So instead of having to execute the entire instruction set on a general purpose logic gate, they have purpose-built logic gates that do that operation in just one thing, like one
They didn't have video, and today that's a normal part of computing, so you have to have chipsets for that and code for it. Everything's evolving, what we're using them for. Networking traffic, it's a whole new concept, you know, like,
So if you don't care about efficiency, then a lot of the stuff you're saying is right.
It's possible,
The
yeah.
hardware you run on it doesn't matter. Like, but when you're talking about billions of transactions a day that you're doing, efficiency can
Be a big deal.
yeah. Well, and also it's like a speed issue.
yeah.
The amount of power, even if you could brute force through it, isn't necessarily a great idea to do that. It's like the little distributed systems work really well for something like a single app, like a single database or something like that. But the amount of data that they can hold is very limited, which is fine in today's world.
Oh yeah. Definitely ditchweed. I can smell that shit.